been making plans, and I was hoping that you would be part of them. That is, if you feel about me the way I feel about you.
I didn't have to call you when I came back, did I?
Stocking up for Siberia.
What do you want about now?
Wake up, sport. Your new job might sound like a promotion, but Sydney's still head office. How shunted you off into a backwater?
You'd know all about it, wouldn't you? They tell me it's a lot of fun in accounts.
Won't be stuck there long, but give it a couple of weeks and I reckon you'll be sorry you ever took a Melbourne transfer.
We'll see.
Ignore him. Thanks. Don't forget to write.
Place'll seem a bit empty with you gone too. I hope the new move pays off.
If there are any letters for me, you can send them on to the South Yarra house.
You're staying with Patricia?
Yes.
Can I give you some advice? Find a place of your own as soon as you can.
What business is it of yours?
I'd hate to see you get the runaround.
You mean from Patricia?
She can't help herself.
Well, could we drop the subject? I'd like to get out of here without an argument.
I'm not trying to start a fight either.
How do you expect me to react when you keep putting Patricia down?
I'm only suggesting you might be better off with a bit of breathing space. And as far as my attitude to Patricia is concerned, there's a lot you don't know.
More than you think. I overheard you telling her to get out of the house. And the way you treated her when you did. I won't forget it in a hurry.
Thought I heard you up and about.
I didn't realize I was making a clatter.
You going out?
Yes, I'm on my way to work.
Aren't you on the evening roster?
I was. Swapped.
You got better plans for your nights?
If that's meant to be a shot at hell, I don't want to hear it.
I think I've just been told.
Honestly, Fiona, I'm worn out having to answer for every little step I take.
Oh, how do you think I feel? Sitting back and watching you let 20 years of marriage slip down the drain.
Is that how it looks? As if I'm giving up everything I had without a second thought. I've never racked my brain so much in all my life.
Oh, come on, leave the dishes. What about Hal? Has he given it much thought?
It's a lot simpler for him. He's been divorced for some time, and I know I'm not the first woman he's shown interest in since then.
So maybe he wants to move a little faster?
I won't let him rush me.
That's something.
I don't expect you to like it. You've known David for such a long time.
Long enough to know he'll be hopeless without you.
He seems to have taken care of that problem. He's got Patricia on tap.
So what's good enough for him?
I don't blame you for thinking I'm seeing Hal out of spite.
Well?
I've asked myself the same thing 100 times, and I'm sure the answer is no. But, I mean, if there's a chance I can be happy with Hal, what's left to stop me taking it?
I won't be a sec.
Well, there's no hurry. John's plane's not due for over an hour yet.
Angie?
We'll pick her up on the way.
I'll get my coat.
Morning. Studying hard.
Trying to.
I can remember hating exams. What about you?
The same.
Hope you do better at them than I did.
Thanks. Do you want to see Lynn?
No, she's not busy.
I'll finish the bed.
You're supposed to be studying.
Your mate's here. Patricia.
Well, I hope you weren't rude.
No, I hardly spoke to her.
Oh, Kevin.
I was all right to her. If you must know, I've decided to keep my big mouth shut from now on.
Yeah?
Obviously, Mum's keeping up the fight. It's no use me bashing my head against a brick wall. Besides,
It's not a fair contest.
Are we comfortable?
Should be okay, as long as we don't get a strong gust of wind.
Hi.
Hello. You're looking well.
Oh, will you tell John I'm sorry I can't make it out to the airport?
You'll be able to tell him yourself. I'm sure he'll want to pop in on the way.
Or won't he be staying?
He rang last night and said he wanted to stay with me. You don't mind, do you?
No, well, as long as he knows he's always welcome here.
Of course he does. He was just thinking of Lynn.
Yeah, I've got my hands full keeping up with 3 men already.
Settled then.
Sounds like it.
Oh, don't be so gloomy. Now I won't have to make so many excuses to invite you all over as often as I'd like to.
Oh, you don't need an excuse, do you?
With John back and a bit of effort, we can make this the next best thing to being a family.
Oh, what's it feel like to be back?
Take it easy. I only had my feet on the ground for 10 minutes.
Oh, you poor old jet-setting you.
It's great to find you waiting for me. Thought I'd have to take a cab.
Oh, you might have to. Does anyone remember where I parked the car?
It's over there.
Would you like to do the honours?
I will take a cab.
I'd be in an ambulance if you're not careful.
You can drop David and I at South Yarra while you take John to see Kevin and Lynn.
Right.
Sure it's okay?
It's our pleasure.
Is that their car?
Yep, but I can only see Angela and John.
Oh, I needn't worry about having enough for lunch then. Hi. Hello.
Oh, I wish I got that sort of welcome everywhere. Where's Dad?
With Mother getting John's room ready.
Oh, you won't be much use with only one arm.
You can make sure Patricia doesn't short sheet the old bed.
Right.
Something smells good.
Shepherd's pie.
The top's just starting to brown.
And I've got time to see my little nephew.
So long as you promise you won't wake him.
Oh, promise. Just a look.
Tickets are $1.
Well, a present, do?
Depends.
Not if it's what I think it is.
Not bad. Considering who his father is.
You're lucky he's in a good mood. He won't stand for anyone knocking his dad.
Unless they buy him off with a present.
Oh, some present.
He's got to start early.
I sometimes wonder who the kid is.
I hope you realise the trouble I had tracking this down in Sydney was almost going to go to the Swans.
What sort of chance has Davey got of growing up staying with these two back together again?
Do you want some help dishing up lunch? I'm starving.
Okay, thanks.
We'll have to put this away until you grow up a bit.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
Tell you what, after lunch, we'll test it out. Soften it up a bit.
Good one.
Oh, you got no idea what that does to shepherd's pie.
Cut the yak and kick.
Hey.
Hey, you're allowed to get off the road. How you going?
Terrific, yeah? Oh, all right, come for lunch.
No, I got to deliver this to a customer.
Better hurry up before the motor conks out.
I'll catch up with you guys later on.
See you, mate.
Yeah.
What's wrong? Funny, Rob telling us to get off the road. Mum used to hit the roof if she caught us playing on the street.
No, she's not here, is she?
I'm glad you're back.
I suppose there are worse things than seeing you again, too. Not many.
It's good to have someone to talk to.
You've got Lynn?
I don't want to worry her. She's got enough to put up with.
Then what's worrying you? Spit it out.
I'm really scared. Lynn knows I've been a bit slack on my study, but she doesn't know how much.
Because of the bust-up between Mum and Dad.
Oh, so many things have happened. Not all bad. The wedding, the baby. The first thing to go has always been study.
Don't let it get you down.
I haven't got a snowball's chance in hell of
Well, it never did me any harm. You know what I was like at school.
Yeah, but you're different. With me, I know what I want to be. Unless I pass, I might as well just pack it in.
Hey,
You don't know how much this cadetship means to me.
you'll get it. You've got enough time before the exams, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right, well, get stuck into it. Don't muck around. Even if you can't cram it, you've got enough nous to bluff your way through it.
I don't know.
Shut up. You'll do it. I didn't put up with a kid brother being smarter than me just to see you chuck it all in. Okay, I mightn't be able to help you with your studies, but anything else that's hassling you, talk about it. Good to have you back. Gonna stick around for a while? Try and get rid of me.
Fiona?
Yes, love. I need a break.
Oh. What have you been doing?
Oh, going over the papers from Ramberg. My head's spinning. I thought I'd get some fresh air.
And head straight for the ice cream shop on the Corso.
Mm-hmm. You want to come?
I'm on my way to the Hamiltons. Oh, it's Gail's first day at typing school. Promised I'd give her a tennis lesson when she got home.
Ah. Wouldn't like to burn off an ice cream at the same time, would you?
Yeah, you twisted man. What's in the Ramberg stuff to bring on an attack of the munchies?
Oh, Hal's investment idea.
Thought you were all for it.
Yeah, well, Patricia wants to block the move.
I thought you were all for it.
Yeah, well, it's not so simple. I mean, Paul's not sure either. He seems to think the risks are too great.
Are they?
Oh, I don't know. I've read the documents from cover to cover. Backwards, forwards, every which way but standing on my head, and I still don't know.
Well, how come you're in favour in the first place?
Well, I'm a gambler from way back, you know. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, but... Well, Paul's made me think of it more responsibly.
And?
Business sense just doesn't drop like manna from heaven, you know.
You could ask Mr. Hamilton.
Ah, now you know I've done my dash there.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's a pity. He's got a terrific business sense. You know, if Patricia and Wayne had left him to his own devices, he'd still be at the top of the tree.
Early for you to be getting home, isn't it?
A bit. One of the fringe benefits.
Of what?
Being in a section where nobody really wants you. And they can't sack you.
They'll soon find a way if you keep that attitude up for long.
Don't get me wrong. I like the accounts department.
You've changed, June.
Hadn't realised what a good spot it is to keep your ear to the ground. All sorts of interesting information passes through there. If you know what to look for.
And you do?
I'm learning.
Well, it's the first time for everything.
So what you like? John's gone. I'm on the trail of something very interesting at work. Nothing could spoil my day.
Got to touch wood. Come inside. Gail's changing into a tennis gear.
Thanks. I had a bit of an accident. Walnut and cherry ice cream.
Rosie'll know how to fix it. She'll have a secret mixture. Lemon juice, soda water.
Oh, it sounds like the flavour Fiona had.
How is she?
Oh, she's fine. Well, at least she would be if she could get over a couple of silly hang-ups. Well, I might as well put my big foot in it. I've got nothing to lose. Fiona's convinced there's no way you two will ever get back on speaking terms, and it makes me really mad.
It'll take time.
Well, I don't see why. And she needs your help now.
What can I do?
She needs some business advice in a hurry. She has a lot of respect for you and what you know. Oh, but I don't think she'll make the first move, so I don't know why I bothered.
No, it's all right. I've been wrong with quite a few people. Some of them are a lot closer than Fiona. I'll think it over.
I don't know why David felt he had to shave to go to the physio.
Will he be late?
Well, I have to get a move on.
I'll hurry him up.
No need. Not a bad job for one-armed band, isn't it?
I'd hate you to miss your appointment.
We'll be right. I'm going to ask the doc if I can bring home some paperwork tomorrow.
So soon?
Well, I'll go around the twist if I don't have something to keep me busy. The back's all right. Bit of riding won't hurt.
We'll be an hour at the most.
See you.
I didn't expect to find them getting on so well.
Oh, she's been great. I'd better get dinner started.
Where's Angela?
In with Davy. She volunteered to change his nappy. I wasn't going to argue.
Have I missed the big event?
Uh-huh. You have to wait another day for your first lesson in nappy changing.
I thought they use throwaways these days.
Well, not everybody. I don't know what I'd use.
I know what Kevlin'd say.
Oh, but I'm too big for nappies. His jokes are as bad as yours.
So, you and Rob going into the baby business?
Oh, with a bit of luck. And a lot of thanks to you. Well, it was you who put me back on the right track. If you hadn't caught up with me that day on my way to the airport, I might never have realised I just couldn't leave Rob. Even then, it took me till Singapore to come to my senses.
Shame I didn't have you to put me on the track a couple of days ago.
Trouble with Di. Yeah, I didn't want to bring it up.
Yeah, I was pretty rotten to her. Oh, there was a situation where I was sort of forced to choose between her and the family. I chose the family.
I might have known. We don't learn, do we?
I'm sorry I hurt her. Could have been good, her and me.
Well, at least we're back together again. And we'll always be able to help each other muddle through. Hasn't Mother got any food in the house?
Well, she'd already gone out and I couldn't be bothered hunting for stuff. What's up? Came over here.
Terrific. Don't make a habit of it.
Rattle around like peas in that place. Too big for just her and me.
Yeah, I know she gets lonely. I wonder if anything will ever eventuate between her and David.
Still Mum?
Seems like Daddy and she have both burned their bridges. Just have to accept it, I guess. Oh, did you ring Beryl last night?
Didn't get round to it.
You promised. She doesn't even know you're down here.
Well, Hal might have told her.
I'll ring her now. I'll fix it with Susan.
G'day. You arrived at the milkman.
Cadging some breakfast. How's the job going?
Never better.
Hello?
Hi, Mum.
Where are you?
Melbourne. Got a transfer. Didn't Hal mention it?
He was busy last night. I wondered what you meant when you said you were looking forward to going home. So that's where you are. But home.
No, Susie's. Rob and Angela are with me.
Oh, give them my love. What sort of work will you be doing?
I find out this morning. It's up to the Melbourne manager. All I know is it's a promotion and I'm moving out of PR. Mum?
Yes?
I'm sorry I left without saying goodbye properly.
That's what you get when you put two hotheads together.
I'm a bit disappointed, that's all. About you and Dad.
Yes, love, I know. But that's how it is.
Yeah. Well, I better not flog Susie's phone too much. I'll ring you when I've got some news.
Right. Bye.
Bye. She sends her love.
I noticed you didn't tell her you were staying with Patricia.
I had a bit of a row last time I saw her, trying to avoid another one.
She'll find out sooner or later.
When someone tells her.
Don't have to be a mind reader to figure out I'm on Beryl's side, but I've agreed not to make waves.
Thanks.
You going?
Yeah, time to get into work, see what's in store for me. Happy to hear your job's going great guns, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Bye. What's with you? Saying you love your job, you keep telling me you hate it.
He's staying with Patricia. I don't want her knowing my business.
Angela was a good baby, really.
So was John. Or so Fiona said.
Hope you're as proud of him as I am. He's done very well for himself.
And in a short space of time.
You don't mind, do you?
No. I always wanted what's best for the kids. It's just...
What?
It makes you take stock. You know, only for a lucky break I had recently, I would have been where I was nearly 20 years ago.
Well, it's not your fault. You never had the opportunities. And the once or twice that you did, you managed very well. Everyone respected you at Woombye.
Maybe.
And I bet 2 months ago you'd never have thought you'd be holding down the job you're doing now.
I suppose not.
So you can't be upset about John's progress.
Been a bit touchy lately, that's all. A bit useless with the bung arm. Seeing John again. I don't know. Makes it a lot harder, you know, when you see your own kids leaving you for dead in the rat race.
That settles it then. Yesterday I wasn't too keen about you bringing work home when you should have been resting, but if you're only going to brood, I think work's the best thing for you.
You sure you don't mind getting a cab home?
Well, the company say they'll pay for it.
Okay. I'd just as soon get back to the house and phone a no-vote through to the board. Damned if I'm going to go chasing back to Sydney on another one of Hal's wild goose chases.
Fancy chauffeur, Palmer? Sure you hurt your back in the fall?
Mind your own business.
No need to get high and mighty just because you're out on comp.
Have you got a problem?
Me? No. But you might have. With the new boss.
Oh, what new boss?
We just heard. The owners have given Ron Jackson a new assistant. Some hotshot from out of town. Young bloke. Just your type.
Oh, when can I meet?
I can do the honours right now.
What are you doing here?
Go on. Tell your old man who the new boss is. It's true, Dad.
Love is very strange.
They seem to have turned every single story on its head in the past week. Johnny worked there as a labourer not so long ago. The best of buddies have fallen out, like Curly and Fiona, John and Di, Paul and Wayne, and John and Gordon. Hal's in a foul mood, except with Beryl, and Paul's throwing his weight around. But the good news is that your limericks have been flowing in, like this one from Ed in Somerset. I know that you all think our Pat is a scheming, conniving old rat, but she's sexy with it, and I have to admit that I'd happily be her doormat. Or from Clive Parker, who has much stranger taste. I need to confess to a sin. I think that I'm falling for Lynn. She's being such a brick, though she's thin as a stick. I just wish that her heart I could win. That baby worries me. They leave him in the crib all day long and he never cries. A limerick for him would be good, and I think the time has come to play the interview I did with Lindsay Nance from the Rambergs board. So stand by for that in the next few days.